e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, c3, knight f6, b4, bishop b6, d3, d6, castle kingside, h6, a4, a5, b5, knight e7, rook e1, castle kingside, bishop a3, knight g6, d4, bishop g4, rook a2, bishop takes f3, queen takes f3, e takes d4, c takes d4, bishop takes d4, queen d1, bishop b6, knight c3, knight e5, bishop b3, queen e7, h3, bishop c5, bishop takes c5, d takes c5, f4, c4, f takes e5, queen takes e5, bishop takes c4, queen takes c3, rook c2, queen e5, bishop d5, rook a d8, queen a1, queen takes a1, rook takes a1, knight takes d5, e takes d5, rook takes d5, rook takes c7, b6, rook b7, rook d6, rook f1, f5, rook c1, rook f6, rook c7, rook g6, rook d7, rook d6, rook e7, king h7, king f2, rook d6, rook bd7, rook takes d7, rook takes d7, rook e6, rook b7, king g6, h4, king f6, h5, g5, h takes g6, king takes g6, g3, king f6, rook h7, king e5, king e3, king d5, check, king d3, rook g6, rook d7, check, king c5, rook c7, check, king b4, rook c6, rook takes g3, check, King d4. King takes a4. Rook takes b6. King b4. Rook f6. King takes b5. Rook takes f5. Check. King b4. Rook h5. Rook g6. King d3. Rook c6. Rook h4. Check. King b3. Rook h5. Rook d6. Check. King e4. a4. Rook b5. Check. King c4. Rook a5. King b4. Rook a8. a3. King e5.